Right then, we are live. We are live as usual. 1 second. I've done a very boring, plain title today, as you can see, because I couldn't think of a title really, but I wanted to think of something cool, something edgy, something a little bit clickbaity. But no, I couldn't think of anything, so it's just a random, normal title today. Wow. Well, there we go. There's me, and that was duplicate sound, but we are all sorted now. We've got Andy Robinson in there. We've got Paul Slade in there. Hi there. Thank you for joining me on, Sunday afternoon. I was thinking it was morning for a second there, but yeah, Sunday afternoon, early afternoon. So yeah, I went to the car. Oh my God, I got up late. Oh, terrible. Normally I'm on it. I'm like, I'll get up and I'll be on it. I'll just get up instinctively at a time and then just, get out of bed. And once you've got out of bed, that's half the battle. Once you've got out of bed and you've got your stuff on, you got your clothes on, you got your bags and all that sort of stuff ready, you've pretty much already won because you're out the door. But last night, basically, I don't know what it was, but I went to bed at similar time as I normally do, but I got up. I was intending to get up at 6 o'clock to go down there for 6:30. Bear in mind, this Carboot has a start time of 8 o'clock. Now, I knew, because I've been this Carboot a couple of times now, it's only a one-off one, but I've been it, a couple of times, and it's a decent Carboot. It's a good-sized Carboot, and I know that 8 o'clock, that's way off the mark. It's like 6 a.m. when the first people get there. So I thought, what I'll do is I'll wake up at 6 a.m. and then hopefully get down there for sort of 20 past 6, because I don't have my breakfast or anything beforehand, so it's quite easy just to get up and quickly get sorted. So yeah, get down there and it's not far away at all, this Carboot. But yeah, so get down there about 20 past 6. I'm good, But I actually got up at 6:40, so 20 to 7. And obviously I got down there for about 7 o'clock then. So I was a little bit annoyed. There was already about 3 rows of cars there. And there were big rows, large rows. So obviously I was about an hour late, really. But I tried to get focused. I found it hard to get focused today because obviously I was there a little bit later. I did find it a little bit tough to get focused and get cracked on with it, because the thing is, when you get to a Carboot at the start, you know what's been going on from the offset, right? You know all the cars that are pulled in, you know what's been going on, you know when the other dealers have got there and all that sort of stuff. And you feel like, yeah, I'm the king of this Carboot because I've got here one of the first. But when you get there later on, you feel like an outsider pushing your way in. And that affected my mental state because I was later on. And it took me a minute to get into it. Well, it took me about 20 minutes to get into it, to be honest. But I actually pulled up to a stall. I went up to a stall. It sounds like I was in a car then, but I went over to a stall, and I'll show you my first purchase in a sec on that stall, but I will just quickly say my other highs. So we've got N Parker in there. I don't think I've seen that name in there. So hi if it is your first time, or hi if it is not. We've got Ryan in there, Doing It Yourself Lifestyle. I enjoyed your chat with Zahir on, was it Tuesday this week? Sorry, days and weeks just blend into each other. So if it wasn't Tuesday this week, it's probably just me, but I think it was Tuesday this week. It's just, I do so much in a day, I forget what's what. But we've got Jason Entwistle in there. Hi there. We've got Kirsten's Curiosities with Crap in the Attic. We've got Zahir in there. Hi there, Z. We've got Peter Ray in there. Hi. Oh, Peter, did you buy something from me? Did you buy that House of the Dead off my eBay store? Because I looked at the name and it said Peter Ray, so I'm just assuming. And you did say that you might buy something from me, so I don't know. I'm just curious. But anyway, if it was you, I've got it posted off. And I did actually send it first class. I know on the listing it said second class, but I assumed that it might have been you, and I thought I'll upgrade you to first class. If it isn't you, then I've just upgraded a random order to first class post, but it's okay. There we go. Kirsten's Curiosities. It's pouring here just as well. I have not much, so much tact to thought. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone today. I really shouldn't. I've got a ton in that room. But, it was a one-off Carboot. I couldn't help myself. Yes, he said, yes, I have received it. Thank you. That's great. I'm just getting so worried now that people won't receive the items or something because of this, you know, because I've sent, because I'm trying to send a bit more stuff tracked now. And when I send something untracked, I do get a bit hesitant, you know, like, is it going to get there, all that sort of stuff. So I'm really going to try and, you know, move over to a bit tracking a lot more items. Z, you have a good day in. A good lying. I thought it said good day in. Good lying. Hell no, been up sorting diecast, F1 cars and rally cars. Wow, cool. I'm really, just to tell you this here, I'm really envious of the quantity of that haul you've got. I would love that, and then I'd just stay in for weeks just sorting. But I think, you know, you and Beck, and also if it would, you know, if I had a big haul on that scale, as you did talk about, I think you're going to get to a point where you just need to go out. You know, you need a break from it, because it's not so much the scale of the haul. It is in a way the scale of the haul, but it's actually the fact that they're all the same items. That's what gets you, you know, because you're listing all the same items. But yeah, I'm sure you'll get through it easy. I'm sure you'll plow through that. Ryan says that's what I wanted to hear. We've got Gary Nicholson in there, afternoon all. Peter Ray says, I did my local car boot with my mum, resold items and bought a few items as well for bundles. Oh, cool. Yeah, I say often. I mean, sometimes I do a car boot. But anyway, I'm rambling too much. I'll get on with the actual haul. So where are we? You know, I'm really starting to see a theme in my haul videos as of late. And it is mainly electronics, and it is mainly this brand, Sony. And the amount of times I picked up Sony at the car boot over the last few weeks, it's incredible. But yeah, basically I walked up to this store, and this is what got me off my mark. I was thinking, right, you know, my head's in the game now. But I was walking around, I couldn't really see much. You know, I just didn't, I wasn't in my headspace. And then I found this and I thought, oh, we might, you know, because my head wasn't in that headspace, I was thinking, oh God, it's probably going to be 5, 10, 15 quid or whatever. I probably would have taken it a £5 anyway, but no, I basically said to him, you know, how much is this? And I was expecting him, you know, he gave a little bit of a pause, and I was expecting, oh no, here it comes, because I wasn't in that headspace, obviously. But he then said to me, that's £2. So I was happy with that. He then proceeded to get the power lead out of the car because he hadn't quite got it out of the car yet. And then he plugged it in. I don't know how he plugged it in, actually. I'm quite confused at that. I don't know. Maybe he plugged it into a car or something. I don't know. It was weird. But I didn't actually see him plug it in. But he said, oh, I'll just plug it in. I was like, what? But then he showed me that the radio works on it. He said he didn't have a cassette to test it. But I was happy with that. The problem is, I've not really seen these go for all that much. I think there's one that sold for about 20 quid plus postage, or that might have been listed actually, but it didn't seem to have a high sell-through. But certainly I think something like that, because it's Sony, it's a good brand, I'm certainly going to be looking for £20 plus postage for that. But I might push some more if I can. But from £2, I was all over that. I'll show you there's the power thing. It's got a red plug on it, which is a bit different, but yeah, there's the power lead. And then he also had on the store, which I wasn't actually interested in because I just wasn't as interested in it. It's a Philips one. But he said £2 for that. And I thought, well, if this is £2, I may as well just take a punt on it. So I said, how much is your other one? And he said £2. And then I said, so I don't know how much this goes for. I've not researched this. I think this is one of the only things I've not researched again, because there's sometimes a handful of things I don't research before the video. But that's that one anyway. Don't think I researched it. No, I don't think I did. But I don't think it's going to be much. I think it's going to be around the same price as the Sony, or a little bit less, if anything. So that was that one. But then he threw in this. Well, I said to him, oh, this is pretty cool. And he said, you can have that with the two if you want. So he's a very nice guy, you know, just let me have something for free. I don't often get that, to be honest. I've had it a few times at car boots where people throw things in, but, you know, I've not got it a lot. But this is, I don't even know, it's some sort of radio. It's a Matsui. Oh God, what's that there? Oh, it's just the aerial's a bit wonky or something. I don't know. Don't quite know. think it's coming a bit loose or something there, you know, that thing there. But yeah, so it's a Matsui, I don't know, 3-band radio. There might be something in that, but just as he threw it in, I wasn't gonna, you know, just not take it. So there's that thing. Probably something in it, but not a lot, I would imagine. I don't know though. Right then, you know what I'll do? I'll do the hats because I'm excited to do the hats. I'm excited. I saw these lay out on the table. She was only just starting to unpack, and I thought, oh, here we go. This is me. I'm in my grit. I like this. I like this. And for once, these hats weren't Matalan or any of the other branded, you know, real not valuable ones. They were actually some nice hats. Now I don't know anything about the value of hats, honestly. I really do not. I mean, I know a little bit about hats. I like hats. I wear hats. But I don't know hardly anything about the value. But this is really got, you know, really nice quality hat. You're probably not going to see him there, but it's got a really nice thing. It's got by royal appointment to HRH, the Prince of Wales, and the Queen. No, HRH, the Duke of Edinburgh, Lock and Co. Hatters, St James Street or S James Street, London, and it's really well made. You can tell this hat is really well made. It's lovely. What, I don't know what it's made of. Is it tweed or something? I don't know, but it's a 7.5 inch. So I don't know what that is. Let me try it on. Yeah, that's going to be a large, most probably 7.5 inch. Because I don't work in inches, you know, I'm all metric, my generation. But yeah, I would imagine that's a large because I'm about a small to medium, and this isn't really that great on me. But that is a really nice hat. I paid $250 for that and $250 for the other one because she would not come down. But honestly, I think there's about 15 to 20 quid in that one. I'm not sure. I've not done my research, but I just think because it's nice quality that I would be listing that at 15, and I'm sure I would get 15. But it's whether I could push the 20 maybe. But that is a nice hat. That's really nice. If it's any more when I do my research, and that's obviously just a bonus, but really, you know, I feel the quality. I'm very tempted to keep it for myself. But you know, I've got so many hats, I don't need any more. And then we've got this one, which was intriguing. I'm just going to quickly look in the chat because I've been neglecting them. Cheers, ads. It's a welcome challenge. I'm feeding my auction addiction 3 in 5 days. Wow, 1 down, 2 to go. That's awesome. Honestly, I actually missed the auction last week because it was the first time that I've missed it in a few months. Because I've just got too much stock. Honestly, I either do each week. I'll either do the Knutsford one or the Warrington one. It'll be very, very seldom that I won't do any one week unless there just isn't any of them on. But last week there was one on. There was the Warrington one on, and I had to miss it, honestly. And I'm thinking I'm glad I did because, you know, the stuff in that room. I've just got so much to process this week. And I've got more stuff coming, and it's just like, oh my god. But you know, not as bad. You know, not that it's bad, but I mean, not as much as the Here and Beck have got. But you know, I've got a bit to be processing. So this one is the Tilley. I'm just going to flick back onto the thing. Yeah, weather isn't great actually, Z. You know, I managed to get to the boot sale and go home just before it started raining. This is from the Tilley hemp hat, and I believe that's the Tilley. Oh no, it's not a company, is it? It's just called. That's the name of the hat, the Tilley hemp hat. So I imagine it's made of hemp. I don't know. I really don't know on this one. I don't know whether it's going to be valuable or not. It seems like it's made well. It seems of good quality. And when I say when it's a good quality, let me get one of my other hats, right? Right, here we go, right? And I'll do it in comparison. So this is what you're looking at for, right? So that there, right? Can you see my hand like that? It's all, it's squinching up. It's, you know, not, you know, you can tell it's thin. It's not, you know, you can feel your fingers through it nice and easy. Well, this one, look at this, you know, it's better. it just, when you feel that, it's thicker, it's bolder, it's chunkier, it's lovely, you know. You just know, you can feel, you know, when people say in clothing, you know, they can feel the quality. Well, that's what you can feel in hats. So that's the difference, you know. It's the more stable, the more robust, they feel like the better made, the stronger even in a way, although they are still flimsy, but they are strong, you know. It's weird to describe it, but you can just feel the quality. And the same in this one, you know, it's thick, you know, you can feel it's well made. But yeah, I'll try this one on because it looks pretty cool. It's like a jungle kind of hat. I think it goes this way. I'm not sure. Does it? I don't know, but it's pretty nice actually. That I don't know whether it's a woman's or a man's. It's probably unisex, but it looks to me more. No, it's more unisex, isn't it? But yeah, it could be a man's or a woman's, but I'm tempted to say it's more of a woman's. The reason why I believe that is because I've seen my grandma wear a few of these style hats, so I associate it more with a woman, but other people would associate it more with a man. But anyway, I don't know on that. I'd have to research that. But yeah, if it's made of that hemp, I don't know. It could be quite good, that one. Again, I would be listing it hopefully for about a minimum of 15 really on that. It's a nice hat. But if I do some research and it turns out that I'm wrong, you know, my instinct is wrong, then might have to list it for less. But $250 I paid for that. She would not budge, unfortunately, on price, but I couldn't leave them there. The hat, you know? It's like fat lava. You just can't leave it. I just can't leave it, you know? Right, where are we in chat? Why stop buying makes no sense. Money in the bank makes no feel. Fair enough, yeah, I suppose so. But it's not really that. It's more the fact that I get your I get your point, but with me, it's more space, like in that room and stuff. And if I overload it too much, I won't even be able to get to my photo area. I won't be able to. I just feel like way overwhelmed. I like to process through it, then more comes in, then process through it, then more comes in. If I had a house of my own, actually, scratch that. When I have a house of my own. I've said to my mum and I've said to loads of people, I'm just gonna fill it. I'm gonna make one room like my photography area and everything, and that room stays clear, but every other room fill. I won't even have a living room. I won't have a sofa. My sofa will be boxes and then like a little tarpaulin or whatever thrown over the boxes. That is so me. I would like proper go for it, you know. Because I don't believe in decor or furniture or anything. I do to some extent, but I just don't see the point in it. You know, it's there and it serves a purpose. Like a chair, it serves a purpose. So if you could make that chair out of something, out of like stock, so then you're making efficient use of that space, i.e. you're having stock in that space, but you are still getting a chair out of it. Maybe what I mean is like one of those chairs that you can like pull back the cushion and there's stock underneath it or something, you know. But that's how I look at things. I look at things like space equals money. So how can I pack as much into space as possible that will make me the most money? I'm a very weird person in the sense that I don't want like a room that has just decor in it. I want to maximize and have an efficient space that's giving me money back. That space is making me money, if you like. But then again, if the stock's just sat there in the room anyway, and you're not processing it, and you're never listing it, and you're never selling it, is it really money? So it would be just as effective to have decor in that room anyway. But I'm very weird like that. There we go. My bed is entirely made out of Seen It board games, lol. But yeah, space. Yeah, as I say, if I had honestly, I would put stock in here again. If you go back to my early videos, I had stock in here. But obviously my mum didn't like that, so that's why she transferred me to the spare room. So yeah, I would have stock in here, but I can't basically. Well, it would make more tension in the family and stuff again. So that's why this room doesn't really have stock in it set to show you guys. But anyway, I'm not rambling anymore. I'm going to get on with the haul. Right, so I got this for £5 because Right, I got this for a £5 because I'd sold it before, but it was a different version. And this is Peter Pan Playthings Test Match. I've sold the other longer box version. There's like a more rectangular box version. Well, this is rectangular, but an even longer rectangular box for this. And I sold it for about 35 quid. And it wasn't, maybe it was quite a while into my reselling journey. I don't know. It was maybe 6 to 12 months into my reselling journey I sold it. So I picked this up for a £5. The box is battered. I don't know whether I should have paid a £5 for it, but if it does still go for about, I've not checked, but if it does still go for around that £30 to £40 mark, it's worth it for a £5. I figured that if it was incomplete, I could probably still sell the spares in it and get my money out of it and maybe a bit of profit back anyway. So yeah, I was going to take a chance on that at a £5. But it's a nice game. That's cool. Nice vintage example of a board. Well, this specific example isn't a nice example, but the game is a nice example of a vintage board game. It's quite cool. So that was that one. That's the one board game. I really do try and limit my board games now and only pick up, you know, specialist ones or whatever, because I've still got a lot of board games and I still need to sell through them, and I still get weak moments where I buy other ones and then they sit on the shelf for a while. So I really need to get away from that a bit more still. Right, anyway, next one. Right, is this the Sony? This is the Sony. This is a Sony Smart Engine VCR or VHS player or whatever. It's got its remote. It's got some sort of, well, one sec. It's got that with it, but that isn't the SCART lead. So I'm going to have to get, unless it, yeah, it does work on a SCART lead. So I don't know what that is. Is that like an aerial lead or something? I think it might be an aerial lead. I don't know. But, oh no, I've got a SCART lead. I think I got one the other week from the Carboot, didn't I? You'll have to check out that whole video, but I think I got one the other week for a £1 or £2 at a Carboot because I thought they always come in handy. So I don't know. It came with, yeah, that, the booklet, and then the remote. Now, I believe these ones were, well, they had gone for about 30 quid mark, I think, on sold, 20, 30 quid. But I think one guy did manage to get about 50 quid. Don't think it was 60 quid, maybe 50 quid. And then actually listed, there was some low ballers coming in at like 20 to 30 quid. But there was one guy listed for 50 quid. So I might just shoot for 50 and I'll get it at some point. But I just don't want to be a low baller and just, you know, like, just, I could have got an extra like 20 or 30 quid if I'd waited. So I might just do that. Oh, and I didn't say how much I paid. That was awesome. Walked up to the stall and I saw it on the side and I thought, oh, this might be a lot of money because it's been left out on the side. The dealers have already walked past. It's probably going to be a lot of money because I've not picked it up. But then he said to me, oh, you can have that for 2 quid. I was like, what? What the hell? Like, why did no one else take it? Oh, anyway. But different dealers do different things. I tend to see a lot of antique and vintage dealers and resellers at my Carboot and less of the generalists. You still get a few people going after video games, obviously. Still get a few people going after toys, but a lot of them, I would say about 50, 60%, no, about 50%, I'd say a strong 50% of antique, vintage style, you know, resellers who deal in that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I don't see tons of people looking for the electronics, unless I'm at Chelford, then you see a lot more people looking for electronics. And you see the odd guy looking for camera stuff and things like that. And I'm always on the hunt for camera stuff because I quite like that. I'm getting into that a bit more now. But anyway, that was 2 quid. So I'm happy if I can turn that into 50 quid. Be really happy. If I only get 20 or 30 in the end, it doesn't really matter because I'm still in the clear. So that was that one. What else have I got to show? Oh yeah, Panasonic. I'll show the Panasonic in a sec. All packed up. I'm ready to ship out tomorrow, says Lisa. Yeah, I am too. I've just done my packing. I only just got dressed, lol. Been doing a dress alteration for a lady. Oh, wow. Keeps me out of trouble. I see Ben Fitzpatrick had a cracking one. He did. He puts me to shame. Like, it's crazy what he's doing. It's amazing to see. you know, what he is doing and the moves he is making. It really is, and I can't wait to see. You know, hopefully he'll sort of share a little bit about his results over the fourth quarter, and I can't wait to see that if he does, because he's doing phenomenally well, and hopefully I can do well as well in fourth quarter. I've got good stock behind me. I'm buying more for quarter four as well not as we speak, but you know what I mean. You know, I'm buying things every day for fourth quarter, and hopefully, yeah, it'll be really good for me as well. Hopefully, it'll be good for everyone, and then we can all share the fact that we've done well. You know, and it doesn't matter about you know, if people do phenomenally better than other people. It doesn't matter that, because we're all on different levels. We're all picking up different stuff. We're all in different areas of the country. We're all all the variables are different. So, you know, whatever you're doing, as long as you're happy with it, that's great, you know, and I'm happy with what I'm doing. Other people I know are really happy with what they're doing, and that's all that matters. And if we can all celebrate in that, that's the key, that's the big thing. And I always say about the Sunscreen song, about the line in it where it says, the race is long and in the end it's only with yourself. And I feel like over the course of my reselling, I've started to believe that more and more, you know. But yeah, anyway, we'll get on with it. 1 second. It's gone mad since he got. It's gone mad since he got back to Florida. It's probably just because he's putting in the work since he got back from Florida. Oh, right. She's talking about his hair. Ben needs a haircut. It's gone mad since he got back from Florida. Oh, right. I thought you meant his store. You know, his selling. Question: what's a hood? What's a hood Q4 for you? A good. Sorry. What's a good Q4 for you? What would be a bad in your opinion? Right. I don't really have a bad, so long as I've got. For example, right. Okay, a bad quarter four for me would be 4,000 in October, 5,000 November, 5,000 December. That would be below my expectations, right? A good quarter four would be anything from, let's say, 5,000. So this is like my minimum good for quarter four, but hopefully it's even more than this. But 5,000 October, 7,000 November, and then 8 to 10,000 December. Now, I know I have a 10,000 target for December, and I keep pushing that, and I will try for that, but that does not necessarily mean I'm going to get that target. It's a big stretch, that target, and I'm really pushing myself to get to it. But because I've set myself such a big target, it doesn't matter if I don't quite achieve it. Because if I achieve 8 or 9K in December, or even 7.5 or something, I've done better than last year, and you know, I've still made fantastic money. But if I only did like 5 or 6K in December, I'd be a bit annoyed. I would be. I know that's a lot of money. I know it's a lot of turnover, but it's, you know, I did over 6,000 last year, so I need to better myself. So at minimum, I want to be at like 7 really for December, but hopefully I can whack that 10. But I don't know. It's all relative. We all need different things out of reselling. Exactly, it is. For me, I have a side to me that just wants to be at one level, but then I have another side to me that just wants to push and push and push and push. And it's like a tug of war in my mind, because one side of me is saying, well, it doesn't matter how much you get to, as long as it's decent enough, as long as, you know, it's a wage or whatever, then that's fine. But then another side of me is saying, go for it, go for it, go for it, you know. And it's like there's two different things, like two magnets sort of repelling each other or whatever. But that's how it is in my mind, you know. Kirsten says, why I need to go for work. Happy Sunday, everyone. Yeah, happy Sunday to you as well. Meant we all pick up different things due to where, yeah, we do. I mean, I seem to get a lot of electronics. I don't know why that is, but I can pick them up every week, and then other people might not be able to pick them up every week. It depends where we are, yeah. Anyway, I'll get on with it. Not much more to go now. It was only a small haul, to be honest, and I've spent far too long rambling on this video. So I walked up to a stall in the midst of a lot of dealers and resellers in there. And one guy said, have you got any video games? And I thought, oh, great. He's basically any video games that they've got, he's going to have now. And then they said, yeah, we've got an original, not an original Xbox, an Xbox, a white Xbox or something, they said. And they didn't pull it out for about 3 or 4 minutes. And the guy was hanging around a bit and he was looking at other stuff he had. And then it was basically at the side of the car. So it wasn't at the table. The table was here. It was at the side of the car, looking in the back of the car and looking on the table and that. And then after a minute, he just walked away randomly. And I thought, oh, hang on, here's my chance. So I said to them, basically, I saw him pulling out the Xbox, actually, because for some reason, he didn't pull it out for a couple of minutes. And I said, so, how much do you want for your Xbox? And he said, well, I've got all these games to go with it and stuff. And he pulled up a stack of games. And then he wanted 20 quid just for the Xbox, the remote, the Turtle Beach, and then the wires. And I looked through all the games and there was nothing really good there. I mean, these two he threw in because he said, I'll throw in 2 games with the Xbox. And these are the only 2 worth having. So I wasn't bothered about bartering to get the other games as well. But basically, he said, it's 20 quid for that. And then he said, I'll throw in 2 games. And then I said, well, what's your best price? And I got him down to 15 quid. So I got 15 quid for the Xbox stuff you're going to see. So I got them 2 Batman games for probably about sort of 6-7 quid or something on Amazon, but I won't be sending them in. I'll just do a bundle on eBay. Don't know quite what money, but just bread and butter items, really. I got a white controller, which is a little bit grubby, but it's not terrible. I can get it up. It's fairly all right. I can get, I can work my magic on that and get it up a little bit, so that's not too bad. Thumbsticks seem okay. Thumbsticks seem okay there, so that's cool. I got a Turtle Beach, and I've never had one of these before. It's a X2 or something, X12, so X12. Yeah, one guy's got about 15 quid on eBay for them. Another guy's got a bit less, and that's used condition. So I'm probably going to shoot for about 15 quid on them. So between that and the games, I've pretty much got the money back. And then the actual Xbox console, I've got wires for it there, leads for it there. And where are we here? Oh, I've got an earpiece as well. I've got an earpiece there. Don't know what that is. Well, I know it. Oh, no, it's not an earpiece, is it? Or is it an earpiece? I thought that was the earpiece. No, it's not the earpiece. What is it? What is it? Wireless networking adapter. So, yeah. Wireless networking adapter. And then some sort of lead here. 360 optical digital, I can't even say that. Digital cable. So that's that. And then I've got the Xbox itself. I don't know on the Xbox. If I was sending it to Amazon, which I may very well do because I am still unrestricted in Microsoft stuff, so I can sell it. I don't know, might be 50, 60 quid in that, something like that. 60 gigabyte HDD. I did ask him that when I was buying it, actually, what's the gigabyte? Because obviously, if it's like a 120 or whatever, it'll go up in price, so I could then pay a little bit more for it. But yeah, so I'll probably be sending that into Amazon, but I don't know. I might put it on eBay. But yeah, so that was okay. It wasn't terrible. 15 quid. Hopefully I will make some money on that. Higher end adapter is 15 quid. Wow, that adapter is 15 quid. Bloody hell. What, this one here? This digital cable or something? Or I don't know. Well, anyway, one of them. Someone's saying one of them cables is 15 quid, which is cool. 10K a month. You can do it, dude. I hope you can do it. Don't stop pushing till older. Yeah, I mean, like when what am I trying to say? When once December is over, or maybe pretty much once it's over, I'll know what I've done, and because obviously I'll be able to do my account, and I'll know whether I've done it or not. But the thing is, if I stop reaching for that now, I won't be able, you know, I won't know whether I'll have done it or not because I've just stopped now. But yeah, you know, anyway, I think I can do it. It's just I've got to keep pushing, and as Ryan said there, you know, don't stop pushing till you're older, you know. And I don't even know. I think even when I'm older, I'll probably be pushing a bit. But oh, Cat's wanting to get in. I think even when I'm older, I want to be pushing a bit. But I think hopefully by the time I'm a fair bit older, like not triple my age, but like about 2.5 times my age, so about sort of 55. I'll probably be slowing down a bit then. And when I get to that point in my life, I'll be happy to slow down, you know. I'd check it doesn't have Ring of Death lights. Yeah, no, well, I don't think it will do. I don't think it will. Do you want to get up? There you go. Must have been a PS2 on every other table at the Carboot this morning. Were they expensive or not? Oh, where are you going? Were they expensive or not? Because, I mean, a lot of PS2s seem to be more expensive now at the Carboot. I don't know why, but I found that. Anyway, one more item. As you can tell, it wasn't a very big haul, but I dragged it out long enough. So I got this, and I'll show you the leads and stuff with it as well. Panasonic Superdrive. And I paid a little bit more for this, thinking it would be better than it is. Although, was this the one that someone got 50 quid for? I think it might have been. But it's a Panasonic Superdrive. I believe it's a NV-FJ630. So that's that. And I've had a similar one of them. And it's got it's got all sorts of bits and bobs in here. It's got its remote. It's got, and actually the electronics today are in decent condition, which is good. It's got its power lead. And then it's got, has it got a start lead? It did have its start lead with it, one sec. Yeah, it's in there. If it'll even come out. But we've got, you know, manuals and that for it. And then if I can get the SCART lead out, there we go. There's the SCART lead. That's pretty cool. I think I saw some lower offers in terms of sold prices, like around the 30 again, 20 to 30. But I might just be tempted to push. I think there is one on for 50 quid. I'm sure I saw one for 50 quid of them. Whether it was sold or whether it was listed, can't quite remember. But I think that if I wait again on that, I'm probably looking 40 to 50. So, oh, and I did pay up on that and paid a tenner. But I knew that it was, because it was a Superdrive one, I thought, yeah, they're probably worth it. But I did look on Complete and Sold and got a little bit deflated, because I did see a few that sold for about like 25, 30 quid mark. But I think I can push a bit more, you know, if I just hold out a little bit. But yeah, I think I did pretty well today. I mean, on total value, let's double check. It's only a small haul. So I can get 30 for that test match. Let's say I hold out and get the 50 for both of them. So, well, let's say I get 40 for the Sony, let's say 50 for Panasonic, or the other way around. So that's 90. Test match 120. Xbox 360 bundle, let's say 60, but I think I could probably top 70 or 80 on that. But let's say 60. So that's 180. The two boom boxes, let's say I can get 30 for the Sony one. That's excluding these are excluding postage. So there will be postage on top. So 30 for that. Let's say 15 for the Philips, which is going conservative. So that's 35. So that's 215. And then the hats, let's say 15 a pop, because I think I should be able to get that. So that's 30. That's £245. Yeah, that's right. Let's have it. Oh, and then I don't think I'm going to include that in the valuation, because I don't think I'll get much for that. So £245, and I spent, how much did I spend? I think 41. One sec. Let me check. Yeah, £41. So I spent 41 quid, and I should get over 200. So it's over 5 times return. But yeah, so I should get over 200 comfortably, if not close to the 250 from the 41 quid. And I thought, that's okay, that's not a bad, you know, markup on the actual money that I laid down. So yeah, I already got the game in my collection, but gonna get a PS1 gaming bundle together. Oh, cool. Oh, is he telling someone? I picked up a PS1 game, PS1 demo game in the gaming mood. Great to see working gaming stuff at Carboot. Where are we? At 55, you will be dead. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Oh, God, these words come back to haunt me. Yeah, oh, right, I've already read that. Oh, hi, Electra, yeah. She loves saying hello on the camera. She has to come in. Almost every time I do a live stream, she has to come in. I think it's because she hears me talking to myself, and then she thinks, oh, well, there must be something going on up there, so she has to come in, you know? Wow, lovely cat. Thank you, Peter. She's getting very feisty now. She's going here, there, and everywhere. Ads, how long do you reckon it will all sell? Oh, that's a hit or miss question. I don't know. The hats shouldn't be terrible. I've been having okay success with hats recently, so I don't think they'll take too long. Test match, that might take a while because it's about finding the right buyer. The VHSs, maybe a month or so, something like that. The hats, obviously, maybe about a month or so, probably less than the 30 days. The 2 boom boxes, they can range, really. I mean, I've got some boom boxes that have been listed for 3 or 4 months, so they can really range. The Xbox stuff shouldn't be too bad. Maybe a month or so, but not too bad. There's nothing in that pile that I can see that's really long tail or that's really vintagey or antiquey or something like that that's going to take a really mega amount of time to shift. It seems like that sort of stuff is going to be fairly quick sellers. How fast do you expect? Oh, there we go. Someone else has said, Lisa said, how fast do you expect to sell it all, ads? Yeah, I mean, as I say, it really is a guesstimation. No matter how long you've been doing this, I don't think you could complete. Well, I mean, there are some items, of course, like toys and games and stuff, that if you get your right price, you know that they're going to go within a day or within 2 days. But no matter how long you've been doing this, for some items, it's still a bit of a guesstimation. And you just don't quite know. And it all is relative to price, obviously. Where are we? Will you take less? I've just got in from booting. Rubbish today. Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't great for me. I've only got a small haul, but in terms of the amount I've spent to the amount I'm hopefully going to get back, it is good. But, yeah, it wasn't particularly amazing or anything. But, that's what it's like with the weather. And unfortunately, it's starting to draw to a close, the boot sale season. Of course, we've got the indoor ones to look forward to if you've got any indoor ones, although my indoor ones last year, terrible, absolutely terrible. Just, oh, God, just terrible. That's the only word to describe them. So I'm going to be hitting up more auctions. I'm going to be doing a bit more sniping on eBay through the Christmas period. Not Christmas period, but winter season. And, and less focused on the boot sales. I mean, I'll go to my indoor one maybe every other week, but I'm not going to go every week. Well, actually, it's not on every week. It's only on once every 2 weeks. But, I'll go every here and now. But it just really wasn't good last year. It really wasn't good. Like, almost to the point of just don't even bother going. It's just no point. So, yeah, I might go. I might not. I will go sometimes, but not all the time. What are good brands of video machines to look out for? Panasonic is okay. Sony is okay. You're probably okay with Samsung, but some of them I don't think are that amazing. What's the other ones? Pioneer. I don't know whether they're completely video, like video VHS players and stuff, but Pioneer I think are a decent make. But yeah, I mean, I just tend to stay for the... Like, I don't know much about these VHS or anything at all, really. But I just seem to go for, like, if it's Sony or it's Panasonic or something like that, I'll take a punt. And you see them often enough anyway. You see them all the time. Ads, do you remember the item you bought, then it sold within... Ads, do you remember the item you bought, then it sold within hours of listing? Why? What... Are you talking about a specific item there that I bought and sold within hours, or like just any items? Because I've sold quite a lot of items that, maybe not bought and sold within a few hours, but I've certainly listed and have sold within a few hours. But I don't know about bought. Oh, you know what was quick? I had a first time I ever had it the other week. I had a one of them yellow champagne traveler cases or something they're called, from like that Click thing or Verve Click or something, I don't know. But they're in yellow things and they've got 2 glasses in them. Well, I picked that up, and I think I picked it up on a Tuesday, and then I listed it towards the end of the week, and then it sold within 12 hours. So although I didn't buy it and sell it on the same day or within hours, I did buy it in the same week, then list it a few days later, then it sold within 12 hours. So you could say that if I listed that on the same day I picked it up, it may have sold within 12 hours as well. You don't know that because the buyer, it might have been just that buyer was looking at the right time, but you know, it could have been true that if I had listed it on that Tuesday, would have sold on the Tuesday or the Wednesday. So that was pretty quick. That's what I've done that before. And I've sold, you know, video games, obviously, pick up on the same day and we go on the same day. But a lot of video games are sending to Amazon. So you can't buy them and sell them on the same day because you have to get them up to Amazon. But yeah, so anyway, I'll leave it there, guys. I think ever sold Action Man on eBay? I have. Need to do some research. There's quite a few to list with clothes and weapons. Are they the 1990s versions, can I ask? Because I don't know much about the 1990s versions, to be honest, about in price and stuff, but I don't think they're amazing. I think maybe if you could get a bigger bundle, they might be all right, but I don't know. Maybe they do go well, but the ones you want to look out for are the 60s versions. I've had them before. Really good. Really, really good. Big collector's market for it. I know there's a guy who used to follow, well, I don't know whether he still does follow me. His username on YouTube is the Business Wolf, I believe. And I'm sure he said to me in a live stream that he deals massively with vintage Action Man stuff. When I actually showed it on video. I think I showed it on video, did I? A vintage Action Man haul. But no, they went really, really well. Really excellent. A lot of it went really fast. I've still got a little bit of it to sell, actually, but if you get it for the right price, excellent money in it. And you just type in like 60s Action Men or something in eBay and do like, look at big bundles. You will be amazed at some of the prices they're getting. But yeah, definitely. I'd love to get some more Action Man, you know, vintage, you know, 60s vintage Action Man stuff. But, you know, it's harder to find these days. Right then. The year is in the Action Man bum, Lisa. Yeah, I imagine it is. Right then, I'll leave it there. I won't ramble anymore. I know the chat's going on, but I can't stay forever. You know, I will have to leave it there. Oh, also, I just wanted to say very quickly that my video, I got my cabinet yesterday, and there'll be a video coming out maybe tomorrow or Tuesday, basically showing you the process of setting up my cabinet and that sort of stuff, and just talking to you a little bit about it. So that'll be coming either tomorrow or Tuesday. I've already edited it. I just need to double watch. You know, I always watch any videos that I don't do live. I always watch back just to make sure I'm happy with the layout and stuff. And then once I've watched it back, I'll upload it maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. So yeah, you will get to see that, and then I will update you, you know, over the coming weeks with regards to my cabinet and the sales and stuff like that. Right then, so yeah, I will leave it there, guys, and I will see you very soon. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me this afternoon. Bye, guys.